Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. We are here today to have a look at the ultimate PlayStation VR2 FAQ, which stands for Frequently Asked Questions. So what's happening is Sony just published it on their blog, so of course I'm gonna do a video about it, telling you all you need to know because that's pretty cool. So they saying, welcome, we had plenty to share already about PSVR2. We had the first look at the innovative controllers, the detailable system specs, and the design inspirations behind the headset. Today we'd like to share exhaustive, I'm trying to say it right, list of in-depth details of the hardware, its games and more. If you have any question about PSVR2, you should expect to find it answered here. It is the ultimate guide. And if it doesn't have what you're looking for, leave us a note in comments below. We do our best to update this guide before and after the launch. There's a lot to go through, so maybe let's start going through overview. What is PlayStation VR2 release date? So of course the release date is February 22nd. The price is $549, 599 euros, 529 squid, and 74,000 yen. Availability in country and region is subjected to regulation. What is included in the box? It's your PSVR2. It includes headset, controller, headphones, and additional earpieces and USB cable. And also with, of course, Call of the Mountain bundle, you get a game as well. How does PSVR2 enhance gameplay? PSVR2 is quantum leap for VR experiences, allows to interact in new and immersive ways. Thanks to the power of PS5 with PlayStation VR2 Sense technology, it combines PlayStation VR2 Sense Controllers, PSVR2 headset, feedback, 3D audio and eye tracking to bring emotion and immersion to life. It's a huge boost, so we heard all of that. This includes, we read about controllers and also the setup. It's one USB Type-C cord plugged directly into PS5 console, inside-out cameras embedded into the headset, track the movements of your head, making simple, intuitive playing experience. So like we know, one cable. Will it work with PS4? PSVR2 is designed for PS5 console and will not work with PS4. They listed the differences, which are huge. We spoke about those many times. So now, what are the different viewing modes of PSVR2? There's two viewing modes. VR mode, you can enjoy VR game content in a 360-degree view in virtual environment. I wish they said 360 3D so people get idea, because some people who never touch VR, they think it's just a flat screen. Content will be displayed in 4000 by 2040 HDR video format, 2000 by 2040 PI, 90 Hz or 120 Hz frame rate. Cinematic mode, you can use it for non-VR games and media content such as streaming apps on a virtual cinema screen. Content in cinematic mode will be displayed in 1080p basically, HDR, which is a bit of a shame. Format is 20 or 60 frames per second and also 120. The audio and image will be only displayed on the VR headset, and there is no output to the TV side when you view in VR headset in cinematic mode. Maybe after launch they're gonna upgrade it to higher resolution. Does PSVR2 supports HDR? And well, the answer is very simple. Yes, of course it does. How long is this included USB Type-C cable for the PSVR2 headset? The cable is about 4.5 meters long, 14.7 feet, so quite big. What is the minimum play space I need for PSVR2? So there are three different styles, as we know. Room scale allows more movement, and for room scale, and then you've got a minimum play area of 2 by 2 meters is in the room is required. So 6 foot 7 inches by 6 foot 7 inches. City mode requires less room, so you can fit it in tiny area, which is 1 meter by 1 meter, 3 feet and 4 inches by 3 feet and 4 inches, and standing same, very small, 3 feet by 4, 3 feet by 4 inches, so nice. Can I customize this play area? The play area on PSVR2 can be customized by using PSVR2 Sense Controllers and cameras that are embedded in the PSVR headset. The cameras will allow you to scan the room, while the PSVR2 Sense Controllers allow you to expand and further customize the play area to fit your playstyle and environment. Nice. While playing, if you get close to the boundary, you will see it. Basically, you receive a warning that you are approaching the boundary. You can modify this setting at any time. Awesome, I love that. Once you set up your play area, the settings will be safe unless you move it into different area. You can use see-through view to hide you at any time. What is see-through view? And the see-through view, you can see surroundings while wearing the headset. The new see-through view feature, it comes in handy when you want to easily check where the PS VR2 Sense Controllers in your room without taking the off headset. Thanks to the embodied camera, you can press the function button on the headset and then you can use the quick setting in the control center to switch between viewing surroundings or viewing content on PS VR2. The card in the control center also gives quick access to other PS VR2 settings such as adjust play area. The see-through view is for viewing only, so there is no recording option. Does my room have to be dark for PS VR2 to work? No, this is not necessary. For best experience, we recommend playing PS VR2 in well-lit room. This is like totally different. I've got Quest as well. It's working dim rooms, but they like them cameras like the light to track it. When I'm using PS VR2, will other people in the room be able to experience what I'm seeing? Yes, similar as with PS VR1, PS VR2 will also have social screen experience that allows others to see what you're experiencing on the TV screen. Content is displayed into the turn format. Please note, feature is only available when playing games in VR mode. Do I need separate camera to use PS VR2? And the answer is no. Very nice. Your movements and the direction you look at are reflected in game without you needing the external camera. Can I use the PS5 HD camera with PS VR2? Well, there is no need to use external camera to experience PS VR2. It has 4 cameras in the headset. The PS5 camera can be used with PS VR2 if you want to film yourself while playing using PlayStation VR2 broadcast features. So broadcast features are expanded. How do I switch between playing PS VR2 and PS5 games? You will be able to access Control Center during your play session to easily switch between PS VR2 and PS5 content. Will PS VR2 receive system updates? System updates for PS VR2 will be available through PS5 consoles and players will be required to update to the latest version. How can I pre-order PS VR2 in the US, UK, France, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands and Luxembourg? Players can pre-order via PlayStation Online Store. In other markets, PS VR2 will be sold in participating retailers. Very, very nice. Now, moving on, catching the breath. What tips do you have to clean and maintain for the PS VR2 headset and the PS VR2 Sense Controller surfaces, connections and ports? Wipe clean with a soft, dry cloth. Remember, do not use thinners, benzene or alcohol. For laces, wipe only with a soft, dry cloth made specially for lens cleaning, so your glasses cloth. Do not use paper towels or tissues. That is not intended for the lenses. Basically, it will scratch it. The light sheet can be removed from the PS VR2 headset and cleaned using water. Wipe the water off with a soft dry cloth before using air dry light shield well in a place with good ventilation before reattaching back to PS VR2. The integrated vents in the headset can be cleansed using a handheld vacuum cleaner. Very nice. The headset, what is the video output in the headset? So we spoke about it. Can the headset be adjusted with heads to different sizes? Of course, yes, it can. Just like PlayStation VR1, a headband releases buttons that stretch or tighten the headset. Can feather adjuster be made for viewing scope area? Yes, PS VR2 has a new lens adjustment dial, so you can now have additional option to match the lens distance between your eyes to optimize your view. And might come handy with glasses. Can I wear my glasses? There you go. Yes, PS VR2 was designed to accommodate players who wear glasses. It's built in the design. However, some very wide or usual shaped glasses, maybe them ones what look like flies, like them sunglasses, may not fit. How is PS VR's headset design improvement over PS VR? We received a lot of positive feedback about PS VR, so comfort, so they kept some ergonomic features familiar. We also created a slimmer design with an overall weight reduction, even with the new added features such as built-in motor for the headset feedback. For PS VR2, we took the comfort a few steps further by adding new features such as the adjustable lens dial. Very nice. Integrated with exhaust to help minimize lens fogging. While players are immersed in VR game. Awesome. What additional sensory features are added? So of course we know it's a headset feedback, and also PS VR2 headset can also detect the motion of your eyes with eye tracking, which got many possibilities in the game design. Game application may vary. Some games allow you to look at the item to select it. This allows you to interact more intuitively. Does the headset have PlayStation symbol embodied in it, like PS5 console? Okay, that's interesting. Yes. Similar to 1000 tiny PlayStation symbols, we added the surfaces of the PS5 console and DualSense controller. We also included on PlayStation symbols to the front and the back bands of the PSVR2 headset. This adds a texture for a tactile feel for you to enjoy. Does the headset have inbuilt microphone controls and button? The headset features a built-in microphone, power button and function button that can switch the see-through view or unmute the microphone. Does the headset have stereo headphone jack? Yes, it's the same placement as the original PSVR2. How long can I wear my PSVR2 headset? Taking inspiration from PSVR2, PSVR2, PSVR1, PSVR2 is designed for comfort and can be worn extended periods of time. Players' responses to VR gameplay can differ, but generally the vast majority of gamers should be able to enjoy the PSVR2. We recommend taking frequent breaks, and if you experience any discomfort, discontinue playing. The PSVR2 headset is not for use by children under 12. Can I move around while wearing headset? Limited movement is okay while playing content that uses the room scale VR star. If you stay within the play area while using PSVR2, of course they had to say that. This is the Sense Controller, the buttons and everything else. Built-in lithium battery that is rechargeable. Right, okay. The new PSVR2 Sense Controllers enables players to feel and interact with games in much more visceral way. Adaptive triggers, they are pretty awesome, so you're gonna feel it, the tension, haptic feedback, just like in DualSense. Finger touch detection. The PSVR2 Sense Controller can detect the approximate location of your fingers, enabling you to make more natural gestures. So it's not just when you touch it, but it's know how and where you touch it and how far away your finger is from the controller. The PSVR, the tracking, the Sense Controller tracking is tracked by PSVR2 headset through a tracking ring across the bottom of the controller. Action buttons, analog stick, you don't need to talk about that. Can I use PS Move controller with PSVR2? No, only included PSVR2 and DualSense controller or DualSense Edge controller. For PS4 I code compatible with PSVR2. There will be a compatibility notice for each title. How do I turn the PSVR2 Sense Controller on and off? You can turn them on and off by pressing PS button on the controller. To turn it off, go to Control Center, Accessories, PSVR2 Controller. How do I sync the PSVR2 Sense Controllers with my PS5 and headset? You can pair your PSVR2 Sense Controller using the included USB cable. Connect it to the cable, press PlayStation button, and then repeat the same steps for the left controllers. How will I know how much charge I have left? When you turn on the PSVR2 Sense Controller, you can check the battery power level on screen, similar to how the battery indicator is displayed for the DualSense. How do I recharge the PSVR2 Sense Controller? You can recharge in the USB cable that is included with PSVR2 headset. You can get yourself a charging station, there's tons of them, don't have to be the Sony one. With PSVR2 Sense Controller charging station, you can charge the Sense Controller through a simple click in design. They all have this design. Can I use PSVR2 Sense Controller without PSVR2 headset? Yes. Oh, surprise. The PSVR2 Sense Controller will work with PS5 console without use of PSVR2 headset. PSVR2 Sense Controller can be used in the PS5 user interface. Okay. And media applications. Oh, that's cool. You cannot use PSVR2 Sense Controller for non-PSVR2 supported games. Are the accessibility options, so I can use a single PSVR2 Sense Controller or customize the controls to use only one controller? Both of the left and right Sense controllers need to be powered on while button remapping is supported. Okay, and whenever both and left right controls are required, will vary from game to game. Both controllers are recommended for gameplay. Will the PSVR2 Sense controller be sold separately? Oh, PSVR2 Sense controller is not sold separately at this time. I'm glad they said at this time, because if you break yours, you're screwed. PSVR2 game. How many games will be at launch? More than 30. Pretty awesome. How many games is in the development? There are currently more than 100. Awesome. How will I know which games are PSVR2 compatible? There will be prominent branding on elements that will indicate it. Can I play PSVR games on PSVR2? And of course they say no, because it's next gen experience and it's just impossible. Will PSVR games receive PSVR2 upgrades, and some games might be available for cross-buy or upgrades on the title-by-title basis. The offering and any associated costs are based on the developer's preference. Will there be cross-gen PSVR2 games that work both on PSVR and PSVR2? Some VR games will be available as cross-gen products. Nice. Will PSVR2 games feature activity cards? Coughing a lot because I'm trying to read fast, but let's continue. Right, I had to pause the video, but you won't see that. I had a little coughing fit. Will PS VR2 games feature activity cards. Yes, similar to the games on PS5 consoles, activity cards can be supported on PlayStation VR2 games depending on the title. Will PS VR2 games be digitally only or will there be physical games? And they say at launch PS VR2 games will be digital, but as we know already because per game set, physical disc releases for selected titles might be available from a future date. Can I play PS VR2 games without the headset? Games are designed for PS3 question, but they have to answer it. Now this is something new, broadcasting and capture. Can I capture screenshots or gameplay capture on my PS VR2? Yes, the capture menu in PS VR2 allows player to capture screenshots and videos just as they do on PS5, but without having to leave the VR mode. You can also trim videos and share content with friends without leaving your game. Can I share my screen with any other player online who isn't using VR? Oh, cool. Yes, you can share your screen with any other player online. Nice. Please note the share play is not available for PS VR2 games though. Can I broadcast my PS VR2 playthrough? A new broadcast feature for PS VR2 will allow you to film yourself while playing by connecting a PS5 HD Camera to the console. It's a great way to show your movements and reactions during a boss battle and share your reactions with your fellow gamers as it happens. Other, if PS VR2 is not in use, will the unit switch off or do I need to disconnect it? By default, the PS VR2 headset will automatically shut off after 30 minutes if you are not wearing the headset and exit PS VR2 game. The default timing can be changed. Nice. Is there a unique on-screen PSVR UI? The UI for PS VR2 is similar to UI on PS5 console when watching on TV screen. However, you will notice minor optimizations while viewing the UI through the PS VR2 headset. This includes layout for sections such as control center and create menu, the positions of the notification display and how the font is rendered for optimization. Do I need TV to use PS VR2? TV is required to set up PS VR2 for the first time. Once it's complete the setup, a TV is not required for general PS VR2 gameplay. Okay. Can I turn off my TV while playing PSVR? Yes, you can. What accessibility options does PSVR2 support? Accessibility feature available for PS5 console, except for zoom, will be available for PSVR2. This include color correction, invert color, and custom button assignment. Some games will also support additional in-game accessibility options. Are there any parental controls? Yes, parental controlling settings are available and can be customized on the PS5 console for PSVR2. Can two people using PSVR2 headset play together on PS5 console? No, the PS5 console only supports one PSVR2 headset at the time. Do I need to be connected to the internet to play PSVR2 game? Internet connection requires will vary by title. An internet connection is required to download, purchase games and software updates. So that's your ultimate FAQ. I started losing breath, but we've got through it. So let me know what you think. I think it answers all the questions. Big shout out to all the patrons. You are all awesome. Stay tuned to the channel. As soon as I got something new for you, I will do a video. And that's it. Bye.